Welcome to Binge Diaries. I have thoughts, so let's unpack. Okay, so this is Bitten Season 2, Episode 2, and I high-key want Livy with Alex. I don't know why, but so far I'd love to see a spinoff with like Darius and Livy and Alex. I don't know. It's giving Equalizer, but like the Queen Latifah TV show version. I don't know why. Livy got Alex in braids and all. Just, I don't know. He just looks so different and not that it's funny or anything, but it's just like, I don't know, it's just so different from how he was when he first was introduced to us that, I don't know, seeing him in braids is just, it threw me off a little bit, but in a good way. Now, with all that I said, I cannot ignore the feeling that I got. It was so uneasy at the end with Darius and that phone call. I really don't know what he's planning. I just hope Livy is not involved, and I also hope that Darius is not the next one to go down for the murder. Like, they have to frame somebody else. I hope he is not who they are going to actually use for that, because it'll be so sad. Darius already took one charge for them, and then he has a son on the way now, or a child on the way now. Like, just leave him out of it, please. Next, I love that Chase and Gert made it official. Like, yeah, I'm glad that they did. It's out in the open. They're not tiptoeing around it, but I don't think it's gonna last. Truthfully speaking, they just seem like they're from two different worlds, and he is bound to do or say something that she does not agree with or don't like, and yeah, that's gonna be the end of that. And then poof, just like that, her little lifelong crush on Chase gone. Like, I don't know. It just seems like that's gonna be something that happens. I'm just waiting for it. What went down at Nico's house? Boy, I was shocked. They was not prepared at all for that. And another thing that I was not prepared for was Carolina's and Nico little splat or whatever you want to call it. I was not prepared for that to go down at all. Don't really know what that's about, but I'm kind of liking them like being at odds. I don't think it'll last though. And when I say it's not gonna last, I'm meaning like this for this situation. Of course, another little issue is gonna come about, especially when Nico finds out what Carolina's been doing behind everybody's back and didn't even have the decency or the audacity, or not the audacity, didn't have the decency to tell her ahead. Ain't that the same thing that she was like dealing with Alex? And Alex kept a secret for somebody else. Carolina's just being selfish. So yeah. And now that the kids know that they need to better prepare and like gear up for the fight against the parents, I am not seeing how Alex is going to fit in this for real. Like, he doesn't have a power, like, when the time comes to help them fight. What can he do? Like, the same is true for his parents, to be honest with you, now that I'm thinking about it. Like, they don't bring anything except a face. I would say that it's their connection to the police, but that's not true, because she can't even get the police to drop the charges against the kids without framing somebody else. So yeah, that's not true. But think about it. Dale and Stacy are some type of scientists, and they created the dinosaur for Gert. The Hernandez were scientists as well, specific like minerals, I think, and that's how Molly could have got her powers. Leslie has this deep tie connection with Jonah, or whatever, whom is an alien, obviously, and passed on powers to Carolina. Janet and Victor and their time and space theories, and then Victor's technology creations give Chase access to some pretty cool things. And then there's Nico's parents, which Robert and Tina, they are like some smart cybersecurity tech folk. So the hacking is probably in Nico's blood. Not to mention Tina's blood staff or whatever that Nico can use, because it's whoever has her blood. So yeah, everyone has a purpose and a thing. All except those three. Alex, his mom, and his dad. What do they do? Like, anywho, let's go ahead and get into episode 3, because the end of episode 2 with Molly and Darius really has me very, very curious. Y'all, this one has me really emotional. I'm sad like I know these people. So this is Runaways season 2 episode 3, and let's move this right along quickly. So I started this episode off very annoyed with Molly. She's just such a kid, and I just knew it was gonna be something when she was sneaking out with that beanie hat mask thing on. Like, last episode I just didn't say anything about it, but I knew it was going to be something. And she's just such a kid. I get why they treat her as such. Like, come on now, fighting crime while you're wanted, not that smart. And I was thinking maybe her dad is who they were referring to when they said she has the same eyes as him. At least I was hoping, but I couldn't even get excited or have any like feelings about the new actor after the hotel scene. So Alright, so now I'm going to talk about it without talking about it, because I really don't want to cry. But let me start off by saying I really don't appreciate what happened with Darius. Alex's mom is my absolute least favorite character, and I don't want to say too much because I might cry. But I am not mad at Darius for thinking of his family and his own kid when it came to turning Alex into his dad. I feel like he does care for Alex somewhat, just not more than his own family that he created, and I am not mad at him for that. I feel like he probably did think that was best for Alex, instead of just being out and on the run. That's why he let him stay around him for so long. And he also wanted to get what he's owed. The only reason why I'm slightly upset that he did it is because of what happened. Like, come on now. And I feel like it was a setup on both parts, even though Alex's mom, I forgot her name, said that the dad didn't know she was still there. But there's no way Jeffrey don't know you. Like, come on now. He knew that you had another trick up your sleeve. He knows that you don't like Darius. Like, The last thing I want to say is about Alex. The kids are starting to wonder the same thing as I was. What do Alex bring to the table? Like, what value does he add to the group? He's not even really trying to show them for real, because he's spending most of his days at Darius' house with Libby while they're living like real runaways. But at least they did still come and get him. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you have any show recommendations, drop them down below. Just keep them bingeable and spoiler free. Subscribe for more.